Hi guys, welcome back to my space. I've been gone for 2 weeks, and that's because my phone had some issues, which has been sorted out now. I have something that has been on my mind for a while, which I would love to talk about. And please do well to sit listening and add your contributions. So I work in a military establishment where young people, young boys and girls, are trained to become military personnel, military officers. Yes, I was on work one day from the office, and I decided to wait for sports just to exercise my body because I was drained the whole day. But I just knew the only way to revive myself was going for that sport. So I was tired, and I'm like, Kai, I can't walk down to this place because walking down there from my office is far. So I met my boss and I told him that, sir, please, can I follow you to the sports complex? And he said, no problem, let's go. While we're going, I noticed something concurrently on the way to the sport complex. Mind you, using a car to the sport complex is not that far. So the young students there were being trained into becoming military personnel, military officers, the boys and girls. They were on their way going back to their hostels. Some were jogging, some were just working, some were seniors, some were juniors. They were just working, all of them. While we were passing, I noticed something. And what I noticed was that every time we passed, the ones that were working would salute my boss. The ones that were jogging, there's a way they would still stand at attention, still jogging, right? I don't know how to put the English for you to really understand it, but it was just amazing to look at. I felt, what's going on? Like, I needed to understand the whole thing. Even my boss, he replied by stretching his hand towards the steering and like answering them like a way of also saluting them too. So it just made me realize something, that my boss is a high-ranking personnel there at the institution, and it just made me realize something, that my boss graduated from this same institution, and he's now a high-ranking personnel, which means that he was once in this position that these young boys and girls are, and he would have done this exact same thing that he did or are doing. You understand? But it just made me realize one specific thing, that because we're in the same space does not mean we're in the same season. Because we're in the same space do not mean that we're in the same season of our lives. We can be in the same space, same business establishment, same business sector. But you can be succeeding now, and to me, I still feel like I'm pushing and pushing. I'm not there yet. But that might not be my season of life. I might not have entered that season. So it just made me realize that these guys are working. They are working diligently, studying hard, training tirelessly for 5 years to become military personnel. So even though it is not your time or season of life, you should not stop working. It's not the time to stop working. It's not the time to say, oh, I'm waiting for my season. I'm waiting for my time. I can't stress myself. I can't. No. It's a time for you to invest in yourself. Work tirelessly, and be patient. You know, one thing I've noticed with this my generation is that we lack patience. People lack patience. Like, we want to have this money sharp, sharp. We want to succeed sharp, sharp. We want to be at the top sharp, sharp. And it's not like that. It takes time. It takes time for you to grow in knowledge, to grow in respect. I know that there are seasons where God announces you. God announces you when you are prepared. Do not forget that. So in our season of waiting, in our season of wanting to be great, and we're still like in our small stage, try and work on yourself. Prepare hard, like your life depends on it. Pray, walk with God, and you see it, that the sky is big enough. The sky is wide enough to accommodate more than just one person, to accommodate more than just two persons. I want to be that great person in my sector. I want to be that great person in my field. I want to be that great person in my field of study. I want to be so great that God will use me. And I'm not stopping now. Guys, if you are planning on retiring, if you are planning to relent, if you are planning to give up, this is a wake-up call. This is something to bring you back to life. This is something to assure you that God is not sleeping on you. I don't think so. I don't think God is sleeping on us. I don't believe so. God is not sleeping on you. He's just giving you time to prepare. And please be prepared so that when opportunity comes, opportunity will meet preparation. And then you know that okay, there's this popular man of God that I follow, Pastor Dolakbo. I've been following Pastor Dolakbo for a while. Like I've been listening to his teachings, but he wasn't that popular. I've been listening and I know he's a good teacher of the word of God, right? But when his time of like visibility came, he was visible to us, so we that knew him, we that were following him. But like a lot of people didn't know him. But when he went for Wolfberg, people were saying, who is this man? Who is Pastor Clapper? He's a man of, he has been preparing. He has been preparing so hard. So prepare. Do not relent. Because I tell you, when your time of announcement come, even you'll be shocked. So this is me just putting this out there and trying to encourage one or two people out there. If you're planning on giving up, I know it can be draining, but don't worry, your time of life is coming, your season is coming, and I'm very sure that me and you will meet at the top. Bye, guys.